What's up? Okay. Let's take a listen.
अजनबी तू भी कभी आवाज दे कहीं से, अजनबी तू भी कभी आवाज दे कहीं से। मैं यहाँ टुकड़ों में जी रहा हूँ, मैं यहाँ टुकड़ों में जी रहा हूँ, तू कहीं टुकड़ों में जी रही अजनबी तू भी कभी आवाज दे कहीं से, अजनबी तू भी कभी आवाज दे कहीं से। रोज रोज रेशम सी हवा आते जाते कहती है बता, रेशम सी हवा कहती है बता, वो जो दूध धुली मासूम कली वो है कहाँ कहाँ है, वो रोशनी कहाँ है, वो जान सी कहाँ है। मैं अधूरा तू अधूरी जी रही है, अजनबी तू भी कभी आवाज दे कहीं से, अजनबी तू भी कभी आवाज दे कहीं से। मैं यहाँ टुकड़ों में जी रहा हूँ, मैं यहाँ टुकड़ों में जी रहा हूँ, तू कहीं टुकड़ों में जी रही है, अजनबी तू भी कभी आवाज दे कहीं से। लेकिन तेरी मुस्कुराहट है, चेहरा कहीं नहीं है पर तेरी आहटें हैं। तू है कहाँ कहाँ है, तेरा निशान कहाँ है, मेरा जहाँ कहाँ है। मैं अधूरा तू अधूरी जी रही है, अजनबी तू भी अजनबी तू भी कभी आवाज दे कहीं से। मैं यहाँ टुकड़ों में जी रहा हूँ, मैं यहाँ टुकड़ों में जी रहा हूँ, तू कहीं टुकड़ों में जी रही है। अजनबी तू भी कभी आवाज दे कहीं से। अजनबी तू भी कभी आवाज दे कहीं से।
So good. I needed that. Oh, well, welcome guys. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. All the lovely comments and the people watching. It really warms my heart. For all you Patreon supporters, I'm going to be starting to do exclusive tutorials and videos available to patrons only. So if you want to get in on that, I highly recommend you support me on Patreon by clicking the link in the video description below. Probably be coming out with the first couple videos there and this coming week. But shout out to Bollywood music. I mean, Jesus Christ, so amazing. Amazing vocalists, amazing percussion, instrumentation. Really incredible. I think me and my friend are hopefully going to be working with this Bollywood style singer very soon, and it's going to be a great time for everyone involved. In the meantime, let's go ahead and listen to a couple shit songs. This one is called I Hope You Like Bass. I hope so too. Here's Unk with Power. Holy shit. It's very loud. Here, I'm sorry. That was way too loud. I need to turn that down somehow. So hold on a second. We're just gonna do this real quick. Okay. From the top.
This is only the beginning.
This is why I'm on. This is why I'm on. This is why. This is why. This is why I'm on. This is why I'm on. This is why I'm hot. This is why. This is why. This is why I'm hot. I'm hot 'cause I'm ain't 'cause you not. This is why. This is why. This is why I'm hot. I'm hot 'cause I'm blind. Ain't 'cause you not. This is why. This is why.
Cool. That was UHNK with Power. Wowzers, technically very impressive. Lots of crazy wub wubs and bleep bloops and skibbity doop bop. Very good work. With dance music like this and this genre, sometimes it feels like there's way too much going on and that there isn't like a whole lot of intent behind the things that you choose to include. Like, it almost seems as though we pick, a handful of vocal samples and kind of just see what sticks and try to pile in as much stuff as we possibly can. And I'm not saying that there's necessarily anything wrong with that. I feel like, a part of this kind of genre of, kind of halftime dance music, there almost needs to be too much stuff going on. So you kind of get overwhelmed in this like tripped out, fucking wub wub fiesta. But maybe there's a way to accomplish the same effect, but also, make it a little bit more intentional. Because a lot of the times it seems like you just found like 5 or 6 vocal samples that sounded kind of cool and, just tried to pile in as much stuff as possible. And I urge you to ask yourself, is every wub necessary? Can I remove some of these wubs and actually keep the piece as is? Because it just feels a little bit unfocused. And as a result, it's kind of hard to find one, idea that kind of supersedes all others. Because if there's too many competing ideas happening at the same time, the listener tends to tune out. Um, I will say though that this drop that happens right here, let me see if I can play it back one more time, is really well executed. It's really interesting the way you did this. Was it this one?
This is why, this is why I'm hot, 'cause I'm ain't 'cause you not. This is why, this is why, this
Check,
is why
check.
I'm hot 'cause I'm blind. Ain't 'cause you not. This is why, this is why.
Like that right there is really dope. And part of the reason why I really like that section of the track in particular is that it's minimal. It's empty. There's a lot of space that you leave there. And it's just as a result way more digestible than if you had slapped a million "This Is Why I'm Hots" over the top. So I would urge you to ask yourself, is this why I'm hot? Do I need to be this hot all the time? Or can I strip down a few layers? You don't need to wear 3 jackets. It's still August. Anyways, otherwise, very good work, UHNK. Very powerful. But yeah, just see what you can take away while still adding to the piece. All right, cool. Thank you so much. Let's hear some hip hop jazzy shit. Hopefully this won't be lo-fi, but it probably will be. Cool. This is "To Pimp a Butterfly," I'm guessing, by T.S. Ordvid? Hmm. Sounds vaguely Scandinavian. Let's find out. Check. Okay. Awesome. So that was Dias Ortvid? I don't even know. But yo, super solid lo-fi hip hop track. Really interesting harmonies, great piano work. I love the kind of detuned piano. You do a little melody lick halfway through. It's moments like those that make it stand above, your generic lo-fi hip hop track. I will say though that there are certain elements that I think you could improve or flesh out. For example, somebody mentioned the snare, and I tend to agree. It's a little bit flat in terms of the drum sounds you're using. Perhaps you could, I don't know, group all the drum sounds together and compress them or distort them in a way that gives them a little bit more character. That is one idea. And in terms of the bass line, it's mostly following the root notes of the chords, which is good. I mean, that's its day job. But, this is a funky track. You could afford to have the bass be a little bit more active and a little bit funkier. And then I think that would add a lot more life to the piece. But already, it's something that you could very easily see on To Pimp a Butterfly, given just a little bit more fleshing out. Cool. All right, excellent. Thank you so much. Let's go to the Discord. Chum pa pa chum pum chum pum chum pa 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 dee boop bow Okay, here we go. This is Derg with Frame. Let's take a listen. Derg.
You're whining, yeah, I'm good. Prospering like I should. You lay down, I get up. Pull the rims on my truck. In the drop top when I roll through. I'm just on top, what's the issue? Wanna take fame, I don't need you. Moving to the frame, then delete you. In the drop top when I roll through. I'm just on top, what's the issue? Wanna take fame, I don't need you. Moving to the frame, then delete you.
Yeah, I really didn't like that. And that's no offense to you because even if you were the most professional biggest person who does this type of music, um, I was still wouldn't like it because I just don't fuck with the intent here. It's just a personal preference. Who is responsible for this sound? I hear it a lot. Is it Post Malone? Is it Young Thug? It's not Young Thug. Young Thug is crazier. It's not. Is it Post Malone? Who's responsible for this? I'm gonna find who's responsible for this and ruin him because the kids these days. Is it Little Peep? It might be Little Peep. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't. I don't understand it. Maybe it's the auto tune. Anyways, I don't think I'm gonna be able to figure that out right now. Let's go in here. Trust me, I'm an artist. This is called Progress. Yo, that was really good. I was just laughing at this comment. Fuck, I'm so high that I forgot how thirsty I am. Thank you for remembering to people how important water is. I love that. This was an excellent track. I loved how it was two riffs, which is always more welcome. Well, not always, but definitely more welcome than just one for 2 minutes. Kind of a Mac DeMarco, sadcore, Jerry Paper, indie rock type vibe. Really well done. I really like the vibe that you've created here. Someone, I think Smooth mentioned in the comment that the drums needed a bit more room, and I totally second that. I think sending the drum bus to like a room reverb just to give it a little bit more air, I think would be really effective. Because it's kind of got that slowcore shoegazy vibe, and you know, it's very airy already. I think you would just make the drums sound a little bit more lifelike. Um, and I think it definitely needs vocals for sure. So yeah, great work. Thank you so much for sending that. That was really good. Cool. Here we have, nah, here we have Crescent with Rain Whip. Well, let's take a listen to. Oh, well, we couldn't find it. All right, let's keep going. Here we have Milkish Prometheus, Conqueror of Worlds, aka Jeff. I like that. That was upbeat and nice and made me want to play video games. Very good. I really don't have much to say. You should just develop that. Great. All right. Here we have Critical Pinnacle with Interlude. Let's take a listen to Interlude. Very scary.
Another moment dissipated. Memory slowly turned to nothing. Your only focus is to save us. Listen, now there's no point in saying, 'cause all the time you're just looking for a compromise. But I can see your lies from a distance. You best just let it go.
Cool. Awesome. Very, very promising start. Critical Pinnacle. This is my introduction to you. Very good. Couple things to keep in mind. This sound at the very end, the it's cool for like the first 20 to 30 seconds, but then it just kind of clashes with your voice. And it's just not necessary, I don't think. It takes up more space, more room in the mix than it's giving. Especially when your voice comes in, it kind of clashes with your voice. With regards to your voice, the performance I think is mostly good. I just think you could add a little bit more reverb once again to your vocal just to make it feel big and luxurious and cinematic, because to me that's the vibe of the track. It's big, luxurious, and cinematic. Big, big, beautiful baby. So yeah, the vocals right now just feel a little bit dry. And then I really loved the string section. It was very big and romantic and cinematic and delicious. And I look forward to hearing the rest of this track. I think it's a very promising start. Thank you so much, Michelle? I don't even know. All right. Cool. Let's keep going. Beep, beep, bop, beep, beep, boop, bop, bean. All right. Take a listen. Pirate Wave. Well. Bean, very good. Please don't, guys, please don't end your tracks like that, where it just cuts off. Really, really unprofessional. Um, just fucking bounce like an extra bar at the end so your reverb or whatever trails out. Just kills the vibe. Anyways, Bean, thank you so much. For those you don't know, this is Bean's submission to our Pirate Wave competition. This is the reason why the server is currently called the Jolly Joe, and why my face is a pirate, because we're having a contest, and each month we do a different genre. And currently, the month for August, the genre for August, excuse me, is Pirate Wave, which is a combination of synthwave plus pirates. And the question is, did Bean satisfy both those categories? I could definitely hear the pirate influence. I mean, you could hear Captain Jack Sparrow yodeling away. By the way, just found out that Johnny Depp today, Johnny Depp actually has paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to this one tech company over the years so that he could have an earpiece while he's acting that feeds him lines. He spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on the earpiece so he wouldn't have to remember his lines for being Jack Sparrow, which for the most part is just grunting noises. Anyways, back to your track, Bean. It's very well done. I would say that the outro is a bit long, and your drums feel a little bit stiff. Let's just take a listen. There's a couple things to unpack here. So I love the waves at the beginning. I think you could maybe even have a couple, I don't know, seagulls kind of, squawking away just to really set the stage here. Perhaps some pirate sounds. Okay, now here's the synth wave. I think your sounds overall could be a tad more aggressive. They feel a little bit tame, a little far back in the mix. Cannons. Okay, so with the regards with the drums, there's like a dun dun dun. Is that a cowbell? It's not quite clear what that drum sound is trying to be. It sounds, I think somebody said it sounded kind of like a metronome type sound. If it is a cowbell, which I totally fuck with, I think it's appropriate for the pirate theme. Maybe try panning it out to the left or right just to make it a little bit more visible in the mix, or use a different sound. It's not the best sound. Generally, the drum sounds, I think, could use a bit of work. Yeah. Yeah, your bass is just a little bit quiet there. It needs to be a little bit more aggressive, or really want to feel like we're setting out to sea here. R matey, you need a couple of those in there. Very great suspended chord, great resolution, beautiful. Very pirate. I like that. Needs just a couple more R's. Yarhar. Okay, so I love this synth sound. I think it's fucking best thing in the world. Love that synth sound. Love what you do with it. It just needs a couple more R80s. You got the synthwave down. It's just lacking a little bit in the pirate department. Yes. Yes. Very good. Beef up that bass. That bass is too quiet in the mix. Sword swishing, clashing sounds. Boris, you got it on lock. Chain sounds. Especially in this breakdown, I think it's a perfect opportunity to introduce some pirate foley. Yarhar, swords clashing, and then, you know, I think this outro is just a little bit too long, and also, once again, desperately needs some more pirate foley. Um, yeah, base cannon, exactly. So, you know, it's a great start. Like I said, you know, a little bit more pirates couldn't hurt. But thank you so much for submitting, Bean. You're one of my favorite people on the Discord. And yeah, you know, I look forward to seeing who wins the contest. All right, anyways, let's keep going. Um all right. Does it work? Where does it work? What, I don't understand what happened. I guess it didn't work. Maybe it's not working. Oh, okay. Luke. Oh, what the fuck? There we go. Firearm. Yeah, fuck it. Firearm's always good. Wowzers. Okay, firearm. A bunch of great ideas there. Really, it's just they're all happening at the same time. Um, there's just so much shit going on that it is impossible to focus on any single element. Um, there's like enough musical information here for like 3 or 4 tracks. But the thing is, it's happening so much and changing so quickly that the listener is just unable to focus on anything in particular. And as a result, the composition just feels a little bit cluttered and unfocused. Like, for example, beginning of the track sounds completely different. First off, I would say just don't use that snare. It doesn't really fit with the composition. It's too acoustic sounding. And then it's really not clear what that bass is doing. It's just kind of going all over the place. And this really, it's just, I can't digest this. There's just so much stuff going on here. And then when the piano comes, the chords, the Rhodes, my bad, comes in, then I'm like, okay, here we are. Here's something I can hold on to. I'm lost at sea here with the pirates, and finally I found shore. And I'm like, oh boy, hopefully this is going to start to make sense now. And it does. It makes a lot more sense. But even here, the piano on top and the chords start to feel a little bit dissonant. Once again, it feels like there's two musical ideas happening here, and they're just not quite gelling. Happens again. Yeah, just too much wanking away on the keys there, my friend. And then, once again, like a completely new musical idea there with a completely different synth melody, different sound. And it just sounds like a new track. I mean, once again, Firearm, you have a lot of great ideas here. I think you just need to pick one and stick with it for a little bit longer, flesh it out, and then I think there's a lot of promise in this composition. But yeah, thank you so much. Your work is dope as always. Cool. All right, Hanamo with Hypsocus? I don't even know. Oh, really, really awesome textures, sounds, great soundscape, really foreboding and interesting. However, I think judging by the comments, it's very clear what the track needs, and that's a vocal. On its own, it doesn't really stand because it just feels a little bit empty and repetitive. A vocal, however, would solve all those problems and more because the way the beat is constructed is that it has a lot of space, and the space is extremely useful. It's an opportunity to introduce a vocal that I think could bring this track into a whole nother dimension because it sounds otherworldly already. It just needs a little bit more musical content to really justify the length. Um, cool, awesome. Thank you so much. I'm going to end this a little early because I need to pee before my next lesson. But once again, thank you so much for participating, showing off your shit songs, and I had a great time listening. A lot of really promising individuals on the Discord, which, by the way, just happened to hit 3,000 members. Fucking crazy. You guys are awesome, and I really appreciate every one of you. So just keep at it. Making music is hard. Trust me. Um, and for all you patron only people, all you people who supported me on Patreon, thank you so much. I'm going to have some more exclusive content for you very, very soon. Hopefully within the next few days before the end of the month. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it and have a lovely day. Bye bye.